Hello everybody and welcome to HDpiano. This is Dan here. In today's lesson we'll be learning how to play Something in the Way You Move by Ellie Goulding, and we're going to take a look at the verse in this video. It's simple. It sounds like this. All right, so again, this is a fairly simple piano accompaniment, and we will feature the rest of the sections at HDpiano.com. So when you're finished here, head that way. And a quick question before I break this down for you. What's your favorite Ellie Goulding song? Comment below. All right, let's look at this, starting with just the chords, which is pretty much all this is. It starts on an A major chord. A's in the left, A, C sharp, and E. And by the way, this is middle C, right here. So this A chord is laying right on top of middle C. The next chord has us shifting everything up to the C sharp minor chord. C sharp's in the left, C sharp, E, G sharp in the right. And then take this whole chord, shift it down one step to a B chord. B's in the left, B, D sharp, F sharp in the right. And that has us returning back to A, and then once again up to B and back to A. So those chords are our entire verse, and we're really only adding one other chord for the rest of this song. So like I said, quite simple, and I hope you can breeze through this one with me. Let's break down the rhythms now. So it's mostly just held chords, all right? Well, I'm just going to play through it really slowly so you can hear the rhythm. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4. To C sharp minor, 2, 3. To B, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Repeat. 2, 3. C sharp minor, 2, 3. B to A, and 2 and 3. B to A, and 2 and 3, 4. All right, so the only really complicated part about it is the B to the A, okay? And you'll hear me counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So that A chord, when it hits after the B, is what we call syncopated. It's not happening on beats 1, 2, 3, or 4. It's happening in between those beats, which is the word when the word and is spoken. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, it's happening on one of those and beats. We call those off beats. So listen again for that. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. It's happening on the and of 2. 1 and 2 and. All right? 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. All right? That isn't too complicated, is it? It's like a grid. Reading rhythms in music is like a grid. We have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And somewhere on that grid, they're all equal spaces, is going to be our rhythm. Okay, if we're subdividing in eighth notes, which is what those are, eighth notes, that's going to be where our rhythm is, somewhere on that grid. All right, let's play it at tempo. 1, 2, listen first. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, repeat. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3. We're gonna loop this. 2. So jump in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 2 and 3, 4. All right, at this point, if you're still struggling, hit that rewind button and go through it again. I think you'll be able to pick it up pretty quickly with a little attention. Now, there are a couple variations you're going to hear in this verse, and the piano is definitely just drowned out in the recording. You can't really hear it aside from a couple spots in the recording. So we sort of have to guess at what we might play there. So at points when the verse is really driving, we can do this with the left hand. Okay, we can do something like that. We could also use octaves. All sorts of stuff, really. I mean, if you really wanted to change even the right hand rhythm. You could do that as well. Since this is so simple, I'm going to let you experiment with how you play these chords. The most important thing is that you know these chords and that you can transition between them. All right? And secondary is exactly how we play that accompaniment. What sort of embellishments, rhythmic nuances are we going to employ over those chords? All right? And you'll hear in the whole song run through, which is the third and final video in this series, you'll hear me play something more solidified. I just wanted to show you some examples of what you could do. On deck is the pre-chorus and chorus. And again, those are at HDpiano.com. They're very simple. They do not differ too much from this verse part. We're learning Ellie Goulding's Something in the Way You Move. I am Dan, and I would love to teach you the next section. So let's head on over to HDpiano.com and get that done. While I have you on the line, let's connect on social media. On Twitter, we'll take your requests. At HDpiano, #HDrequests. On Instagram, we'll take your performance videos. We love seeing what you guys are working on, the progress you make. So find us at HDpiano and tag us in your videos. We will repost them for our followers to see. And then on Facebook, a thumbs up. On YouTube, click the subscribe button. Love connecting with you guys. Love staying in touch. Dan at HDpiano.com, the home of the hybrid piano lesson. I'll see you for video number 2.